Let's keep switching sides.
We're good. Live.
1, 2, 3.
Yo!
What's up? You didn't know that one.
You didn't know what was going on?
Awesome. We'd like to have fun, guys. We're here with you.
What's your name, man?
My name's Kenny.
My name's Chris.
We're hanging out
today.
Ooh.
That was good. That was really good. We're in the Magical Butter kitchen, guys, making it happen, getting a little elevated. We wanted to run through exactly what's going down today. We're going to show you guys some of the ins and outs. We get a lot of questions on MBUU, people calling in. Just wanted to...
Yeah, I think, we just kind of wanted to take it back to basics a little bit, just kind of go over and kind of let people know who are new to it or just kind of starting out. And even if you forgot, you've been there for a while, we just wanted to show you, how to get going and do it the easiest way.
Easiest way, little ins and outs, tips and tricks, and we've got a good giveaway going on. As always, guys, we're going to be giving away a complete Magical Butter bundle, the Magical Butter machine, the filter press, the Decarb box, coconut oil, butter mold, everything you guys are going to need to be successful in the kitchen, all right? So the way to win that today is hashtag Magical Butter.
That's simple. Hashtag Magical Butter. Let's see those hashtags in there.
Nice and easy. Keeping it greasy. We're going to be clarifying butter. We're going to be answering all kinds of questions for you guys and making sure it's a great show. So if you have any questions while you're with us in the stream on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, go ahead and type that in. Let us know if you have any questions while we go along. We'll do our best to answer them, okay?
You know what? I think, we want to get interactive with you guys. Throw some questions at us. The best question, if we like your question the best, you think it's a great question, we're going to throw you a little extra prize.
Yo, we're feeling really tropical today.
Nice hat.
On a safari. I was going to say the same thing to you.
What do you got going on there? What do you guys think of the hats?
Woo!
Let's get some opinions there. You guys like the look?
It's
little
summertime,
summer vibe?
little summer vibes. We're keeping these lights off our eyes. These are some nice floral hats with the Magical Butter sticks. Check them out. They're dropping tomorrow. A new exclusive merch drop for you guys, and we're going to give you a chance to win some hats today, all right?
Awesome. Love it. So what we got going on today, Chris?
Well, first and foremost, the most important thing is what kind of infusion are you going to make, okay? So the Magical Butter machine is highly versatile. You can make your tinctures, butters, oils, all kinds of things in this thing. All oils aren't created equal, right? We recommend an oil that's high in healthy fat content. We're talking coconut oil, MCT oil, maybe some olive oil, grapeseed oil. Also, when it comes to butter, we get a lot of questions. People are asking what's the best kind of butter to use for your infusion. So we wanted to just clear things up. We're going to make some clarified butter, show you how to do that, and also let you know, don't use margarine.
Don't ever use margarine.
Don't you ever in your life use margarine, guys. All right, we want to use a high, healthy fat. We're looking for some grass-fed, organic butter. If you're looking for a brand name, Kerry Irish Gold.
That's a good one. That's
Good.
my go-to.
Good.
What about salted or unsalted?
Unsalted. Unsalted is key. You could use salted, okay, but like no real reason for that. You're going to be able to salt your recipes to taste when the time is right. So right now we've got 6 sticks of some high grass-fed, really nice butter. We're going to be making some clarified butter today in the Magical Kitchen, show you how easy that is.
And basically what clarified butter is, if you don't know, we're just removing the milk solids from the butter. So we're just dealing with basically 100% butter fat, the fat from the butter, and that's what you want to infuse into. You're going to have a higher, oh, sorry, he had to cut in here. You're going to have a better absorption rate when you consume it, and it's going to do a better job of the actual infusion part as well.
Real butter's where it's at. That's what I'm talking about. So today we're going to be heating up this real butter and on your stove top, real low temp. And as that butter melts, we're going to skim off all those milk fats, all that white, chunky stuff. All we want is that beautiful, gold, delicious butter. And that's what we'll be putting into the Magical Butter machine.
Cool. While we wait for that to melt a little bit, we got a few questions coming in already. We got a question from Anthony here. What's the best time to add meds when making hard candy?
Wow.
So hard candy's a good one. That's a new one we're kind of getting into a little bit right now, and you know, we've been doing some experimenting, and I think you've been doing a lot of gummy or hard candy making as well, right?
Yeah, for sure. Be careful when you're working with that hard candy. You got to get it up to that temp, that hot temp. It's around 320. Be careful. You know, you get it up to that hard point, and that's when you're going to want to, as it reduces down, you know, around below 300 degrees, 280, that's when you'll be adding your oil or your meds to it. But you guys, be very careful. I had a little incident here a few weeks back. That stuff is like hot lava. It will burn you. So be careful when you're working with the hard candy. You always want to use a candy thermometer and mind your temperatures. You got to get it up to that hot boiling heat. And then once that temperature starts to settle down a little bit, that's when you'll be adding your flavor and your infused oils, okay?
And we'll be having some videos, some content coming out, you know, soon enough with some hard candy, more hard candy stuff. There's already some stuff on the website you could check out right now, but we're gonna you know, continue making more content with hard candy. We love that one.
The hard candy's great. You know, I love gummies. I think, you know, technically gummies are probably a little easier for you to make, but the hard candies have a lot of great benefits. Most of the time, you're going to be sucking on those for an extended amount of time. You're not going to just like bite right into a hard candy, and you're going to get some of that sublingual benefit along with some of that edible benefit as you're swallowing the flavor from that candy. So, yeah, hard candies are great.
Yeah. Great question, Anthony. We got another question here from Linda. She asked, can I leave decarb flour in the freezer before infusing? That one I think is definitely yes, you're okay with doing that. I actually like to, after I decarb, before I put the herb in the machine, I like to put it in the freezer and get it nice and cold, even, you know, almost freezing, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. And I think what it helps doing is the initial extraction, you're kind of making those trichomes a little more rigid and easier to break off. So whenever you add it to the machine, you throw it in, it's going to be an easier initial infusion when you go to, you know, to add everything in the machine. So
Make them trichies brittle.
yeah, make them nice and brittle, break
guys.
off for you.
Yeah, so go ahead after you decarb. We definitely recommend letting it completely cool. Throw it in the freezer for a little extra tip. I like what you said there, bro. What else do we got going on? We got Millie Smith up in the house asking about that longer infusion cycle. So you guys know on the Magical Butter machine, there's the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, and then there's the 8 hour standalone function. And it's kind of a mystery. What do you use that for? Mm-hmm. Anything you like, guys. But that's a great one to extend the infusion. And you know, a lot of people are used to running their butter, you know, multiple hours. With the Magical Butter machine, we get it done in 2 hours. But definitely, we've always suggested, if you want to experiment a little bit, get the most out of your infusion, hit that 8 hour cycle.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. It's not really going to hurt it in any way. It can only help by helping maximize the extraction, what you're getting out of your flour. So you definitely can go a little longer. Usually with like butter and oil, since it's a great carrier and it does a good job of the infusion, you don't really need to go 8 hours. You know, say after, you know, the 4 hour mark there's not really going to be much more that it's going to pull out. It's already done the job. It's got everything out. So there's really, you know, but you could try it. Do the 4 versus 8, see if there's any difference there, see if you like it, and you know, could give it a little stronger taste, intensity if you're going for that route. So it's definitely okay to go longer. It can only help. It can't hurt.
Whoop, 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 whoop. How much can the Decarbox hold? That's a good question.
We got one right here.
We got one here in the house. Guys, I think this thing can hold about 3 to 5 ounces of herbs, depending how you slice it. You know, when you're using those big chunky buds, about 2.5 ounces is going to be your maximum in the Magical Decarbox. But if you're using shake, you definitely can fit a lot more in there. Okay, so up to probably 4 or 5 ounces in this thing.
It's about 1.7 liters in volume. So if you can kind of like picture like almost like a 2-liter bottle, you know, it'd be almost equivalent to that. So it's pretty big inside, so you can fit a lot.
And this thing is great. You got the airtight seal, the lid. You get all your botanicals right in here. Seal it up, and then you throw that into the oven. All right, we're talking different molecules, different cannabinoids, different temperatures, different times. But once you figure out what you're making, toss this in there. It's gonna contain all those flavonoids and terpenes and keep your house smell free.
I think that's another reason to let it cool down before you actually open this up. When you're done, if you would open it up right away, you'd see like a poof of like steam come out.
Vapor,
Yeah, and that's a lot of the, like he said, the terpenes and some of those flavonoids and all that good stuff that you want to kind of let condense back down back onto your flour, just to give you that best end result.
So just to recap, in case you've never used the Decarb box, this thing comes complete with a digital thermometer. Let's grab that right over here. Show you what we're working with, guys. This thing comes with a probe. You stick it into the box, okay? And this is going to measure the internal temperature inside the box. You've got this digital thermometer. It's going to make sure you're not overheating your botanicals or cooking them for too long. It's got an alarm as you start to approach that higher heat. Let you know. You go ahead and set the oven a little bit lower. But this thing is great. It's really changing the way people are activating their herbs.
Definitely important. Decarb's probably the most important step in the process. If you get that wrong, you're going to miss out on a lot of potential medicine. So having that control and kind of knowing what's going on internally as you're decarbing is very important. So you're not going to overdo it, underdo it. You get that right, perfect activation every time.
Every single time. Shayla Kerrigan, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in today. Happy Thursday to you. Listen, avocado oil is great. It's got a lot of healthy fats in it. It can be used for your edibles. You can even use it as a topical. You could even mix your avocado oil with some coconut oil, with some olive oil. I think that's the holy trinity right there, those three. Mix them up.
Yeah, avocado oil's good. Got a lot of healthy fats in it. It's still going to have a really high extraction rate, so should be good to go with that. I know avocado oil is good for cooking and high heat cooking, which you probably don't really want to do a lot of if you have an infused product in there to damage those, important medicine in there. But yeah, avocado oil is great.
Well, man, how you doing, bro? We got these cool hats on. We're gonna give people a chance to win these, okay? So keep on tuning in. Hit us with the hashtag #MagicalButter. Okay, it's a tropical vibe for sure. Right now we're clarifying this butter, letting it get fully melted, and this is the liquid gold. This is the base that's gonna make the best infusion in the Magical Butter machine.
The best infusion, and what's great about butter is like you can put it in anything, anything that you're cooking with, and a lot of recipes and baked goods and everything call for butter, so you can really infuse anything. What's your favorite thing to make with butter? I'll tell you mine. I like making the Rice Krispie treats.
I was gonna say that.
Were you?
I was gonna say that. To be honest, you took it right out of my mouth. But as far as like an easy edible, or like if you're just getting started, you're scared of like maybe baking.
Right.
A Rice Krispie treat recipe or a cereal bar of your choice is really like, you can't mess that up, right?
I like it too because you could, a lot of times in like cookies or brownies, it calls for a specific amount, only like quarter cup, whatever, half a cup of butter. And with the Rice Krispie treats, you could throw like a whole stick in there.
Whole stick.
So you got a little, little stronger.
When you're trying to figure out your dosage, it makes it real easy. You got 4 sticks in the batch. You split that up by 4. You put 1 stick in your batch of Krispy treats. You do the math, guys. Quarter cup, half a cup, whole cup. Hey! All right. Listen, what's the purpose of lecithin? No second guessing. Is it lecithin, lecithin? Here we go again. We're not going to make you guess again. We're using lecithin, and it's an emulsifier.
Can they hear us? What's going on here?
I think so.
All right.
That machine, it's powerful, bro. That immersion bender is spinning up a tornado in here. So yeah, lecithin is super important, guys. It's a good emulsifier. It's going to be helping with the binding. all the good stuff in your herbs, sticking to those fats, binding to the lipids in your butters and oils. And definitely when it comes to like putting your infusion into your edibles, the lecithin is going to help with that even homogenization, the bioavailability, you know, getting all of that into you the right way.
That's a good point. The bioavailability, so there's a, you know, helps with the absorption rate when you consume your edibles, so then it's able to get in your system a little easier, more effectively. Onset might be a little quicker than with, you know, not using it. And I always suggest using the lecithin when you're making the gummies. If you're using some of our gummy mix and you're using some coconut oil, you know, adding some of that lecithin into the mix when you're making your gummies, it's going to help that oil and you know, the water from the gummy mix bond together and become one, less separation, better gummy.
Yeah, because that's always a challenge, right? You're trying to get that coconut oil or MCT oil mixed into that, and you know, this lecithin is going to really help
with that. Yep.
Help it, yeah. So one thing we get a lot of questions about is, you know, people making edibles at home or buying them from a dispensary, and you know, there's all kinds of benefits to both. But honestly, when you're making them at home yourself, you're really going to get that full spectrum, all parts of the plant, the cannabinoids, the terpenes, the flavonoids.
Get that entourage effect.
You know what I'm saying? When you're getting these edibles from the dispensary, they may be just using distillate to dose these and reintroducing food-grade terpenes. You might not be getting the true effects of the strain that they're claiming.
That's a very good point.
So this butter is looking nice. It's rolling along.
Nice and silky. We're almost melted there.
Man.
So what you're going to see there when it starts coming up to heat, you're going to see that kind of foam and the milk solids raised to the top, right? And then that's what you want to do is skim that off.
Kind of separate the white milky milk fats from the nice clarified golden butter. And people are asking about gummies at home. Are they easy to make? Listen, with Magical Butter, we try to make it as easy as possible. We give you all the tools to success. We're talking the silicone cookware, the spatulas, the gummy molds. Those are key. The measuring cups, all these silicone pieces are really going to make it a lot easier when you're trying to make those gummies. But listen, I think the first time I made gummies was a little bit scary.
Right.
I never did it before. I was a little bit intimidated. You start to read. You don't want to like ruin your valuable botanicals or your oils that you just invested all this time and energy and money into. Let's be real. And so I think it's key when you're making the gummies. Do your research, read up, make sure you're working in a clean area. Get all of the tools you're going to need ahead of time. You know, be prepared. But honestly, it is not that hard. It's super easy. If you follow the recipes that we provide, we try to make it as simple as possible.
That's what we did with our gummy mix. It's an all-in-one pack, so it makes it really simple. You don't have to go out and buy the gelatin, unflavored gelatin, and juice, and all these different ingredients to make your own gummies at home. We packaged our gummy mix with everything in there in one pack. So all you got to do is add a little bit of water or juice to it, and your infused product, and that's all you need. So and then you pour it into your mold. So like you said, we try to make everything as simple as possible, and I think the gummy mix really hit that. It simplified that whole process and eased a lot of stress, I can tell you that, because it is a little intimidating if you're new to gummy making.
I heard maybe our volume needs to be turned up a little bit. No, we're good.
False alarm.
All right. Cool. Hey guys, listen, we got 4 flavors when it comes to the gummy mix: the cherry, the blue raspberry, the mango, the lime. It's delicious. Make it happen. It's on the Magical Butter website. You could also subscribe to a monthly subscription. Get that re-up at the first of the month. Just have it sent like clockwork. Pick your flavors. Cancel anytime. And listen, guys, let us know. Give us some feedback. What's your favorite flavor? What flavor would you like to see next? We got some stuff working up in the lab over here. Give us some ideas on what's your favorite flavors.
I like it. So Maybe while that's melting down, I can kind of go over a little bit of the filtering here. You want to?
Absolutely, Kenny. We started off the day, we started making this infusion a few hours ago. What's going on?
So we got a little bit of butter here, some clarified butter that we made, and we're just going to go ahead and pour through the filter press that we have here. Show you how easy that whole process is. So go ahead, take that off. Smelling wonderful. I always love that smell. You know, when you're infusing, the smell of like the herb in the butter or whatever you're making.
It's
I love that aroma.
It's the best. Oh, you want to use the blue jar?
No, I just saw this here and
we got 3 different color jars, guys. We got the light blue, the dark blue, and the clear. You know, when you're working with certain infusions, you want to make sure that they may be light sensitive. The dark glass is going to be best. Today for video, we're going to use this clear one. Show you how awesome this filter press is.
Cool. So we got a few pieces here. It's really easy to assemble and take apart. This is all dishwasher safe, which makes it really easy, which I love. And so we got the mesh screen. We got the outer housing here. We're just going to put that in there. We don't want to overfill, overpour. Sometimes if you go too fast, like right there, you know, you want to let it kind of filter out a little bit. Give it a few seconds to go down.
Wow, and look at that, guys. This is hands-free.
I love that. Look at that. That's perfect. That's like a little...
it's like a shower.
Little Brita.
Definitely want to avoid those gas stoves when you're working with the alcohol tinctures or reducing your can of sugars. That's key. Look at how nicely this is just filtering out nice and easy for you.
So easy. And you want to just let it wait a little bit. I think this can hold what? Maybe you want to go about a cup?
Maybe two cups at a time. All right. Let it sort of naturally, gravity's going to do its thing. And as it starts to build up, we've got this magical plunger. Just go ahead and show them how it's done, my bro.
All right. So you just want to put light pressure, force down on it. You don't really need a lot, especially when there's a lot of liquid still in there. Let it kind of, filter out in there. And we're going to get down to
the nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty, literally. The grittiness of this infusion.
Someone's asking about cheesecloth. If you can add a cheesecloth layer to this, I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
If that's what you're into. This is like a very fine micron mesh. It's going to capture all of the sediment out of your infusion, but there are ways you can enhance that for sure.
And we're about there. This is going to make sure you get
every
all of
last
that.
drop.
You get all your yield back in there, which is very important. You want to maximize
what you
these
put in
ingredients.
is what you get out.
That's right.
When you're working with the magical butter. Sometimes people, maybe get a little bit less yield back, but you got to look at your straining process and your filtration. Are you leaving some of that liquid infusion in your sediment? Not anymore with the magical filter press.
And we got that. This will lighten up a little bit as it cools down, and you'll get that nice kind of golden color, dark gold color. And this is pretty much clean. There's not any sediment in there. And that's going to be perfect. That's ready to use, so there's no heating or cooking needed at this point. I could just go ahead and drink this, and I'll be having a great time.
Not only is it ready to use, it's ready to dispense. Let's get one of our butter molds on set. We'll try to show you guys how easy it is to get this stuff ready and prepped up for storage. We get questions all the time. People asking, is it okay to freeze your butter? Absolutely. In fact, we recommend it. If you're trying to make the most of your butter and get that extended shelf life, you're going to want to put that into a form, get it vacuum sealed or in an airtight container, and definitely freeze it. That'll last you several months, up to 6 months, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the butter, you just got to worry about the butter actually going bad before you'd actually start losing any of the medicine, and that starts degrading over time. But with butter, it's going to go bad if you just have it in your refrigerator. There's a shelf life on that, and it's going to be a lot longer if you put it in the freezer. If you plan on having it for more than 2 weeks, I would say put it in your freezer and store it in there until you're ready.
So we've got these amazing silicone butter trays available on our website at MagicalButter.com, and they've got the measurements. You get 8 tablespoon measurements there.
That makes it really easy.
4 sticks, 2 cups. Show them how it's done, Kenny.
Do we want to? All right. Is this going to be good?
I think so.
Okay.
That's nice and easy. Just want to pour your butter right into the molds. And then you transfer this over to your refrigerator. Get those nice and hard, stored up, store them up, wrap them up. That's it.
Oh, I was going good there.
What happened?
I had a little accident.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Thank you.
Nice and easy, guys. We'll go ahead and throw that lid on and get this over into the magical refrigerator.
Cool. While he does that, we got a few YouTube questions. Thanks for hanging out with us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all you guys. We appreciate it. We got Mark. He asked, organic versus non-organic coconut oil, refined versus unrefined. That's a good question. So, obviously organic, non-organic, you could use either one. One's just going to be, made better. It's going to come from better quality ingredients. You can spend the extra buck and get the organic. That's not too big of a deal. I think most coconut oil is pretty good. But the refined versus unrefined, the refined is just going to have that flavor taken out. So unrefined, you're still going to have that coconut flavor. It's also going to have a lower smoke point and cook point. So if you're looking, to bake with it or do a lot of stuff with it, you don't want to use unrefined. It's going to have that coconut flavor. It's going to add that to the whatever you're making, unless you want that. But yeah, that's a good question.
Definitely, and sometimes that's what you're looking for. That actual coconut flavor might go well with your recipe of the month. So this butter is fully clarified, guys. We're going to show you how easy it is now. Basically, we started with 6 sticks. We're going to be left with 4 sticks. You want to use a spatula or a spoon to make sure you're not getting any of those milk fats into your clarified gold butter fat, all right?
You could go out and get the butter clarified as well, something called ghee butter. I'm sure you guys have heard of that. It's just a little more expensive, so if you want to save a couple bucks and do it yourself, go ahead and get that butter and do it yourself. It's pretty simple process. So you can see he's getting to that milky white, at the bottom there, and that's what you don't want. That's what we want to separate there.
Yeah, so be very cautious. You may lose a little bit. Okay, so you start with 5 or 6 sticks, you end up with 4. You want to stick with just the nice golden clarified butter. This milk fat is Dunzo, and this is what we're going to use
out of here
in the magical butter machine. You get back what you put in, guys. Use the best herbs. Grow your own at home. Make your own clarified butter. Make your own edibles. It's all about taking control of what you got going on. So,
take
guys,
control.
We got these cool fresh hats. We're going to be giving these away. We're also going to give away that Magical Butter bundle. We got some winners on not only Instagram, but Facebook and the YouTube. Let's go ahead and hype this up real quick. Woo! Single source. I hear you. I hear you. We will pick the winners for the hats in the comments below. Okay, so if you get tagged in the next couple hours, hit us up. And right now we're going to shout out and select our winners. The winner on Facebook,
Kelly Caddy from
Facebook. Kelly Katie.
Kelly Katie from.
Not from.
Oh, from Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly Katie from Facebook.
All right.
All right. And then we've got on Instagram the one and only Diva B123.
Congratulations. Awesome.
Congrats. And on YouTube, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you smash that subscribe button, like us, give us some comments below. We're giving it up. The winner on YouTube is
Tressa Mitchell.
Tressa Mitchell. Woo!
And we'll pick those hat winners. We'll put them in the comments. I'll also pick a winner for the best question that we received. So we appreciate you guys interacting with us, throwing that out there. And much love from the Magical Butter team. Until next time, we'll see you next week. Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday coming at you. Thank you guys.